Welcome back. Today I have another video for you guys, and today we're doing another account review. Okay, so today we're gonna have a tired artist. Okay, they are a C player, max level. Okay, they're a lightspender slash dolphin. Bought a few packs in 2.7. I have bought BP every version since then. Stopped during 3.4. Okay, skill level can quick swap if is optimal or for fun. Okay, mostly 1, 2, 3 for most characters though. Okay, music focus on Dinya, Hiyuki, Luke, Galbrina, Choyen for Lova, Lupa, Zani, and Kurlata. Okay, and then we have the extra notes. It says players since 1.1 took a break during the 1.2 in the second half of 2.4, came back during 2.5, and played since then. I have full cleared in-game since 2.7. I've only gotten the Asteroid Wars for the in-straight Matrix. I'm a mobile player on a mid-end device. Recently got a good laptop. My game is almost completely cleared except for the few events and middle school things, okay? And a ton of trophies. Got lazy on the recent quest and exploration though. Hey, you're not the only one. Right now I'm planning to get Dinya weapon, then Jingrid and his weapon if I'm lucky. Zany and Karathea don't have their teammates. GG's. Don't plan on getting VB anytime soon. Kachona, maybe I'll get her when she reruns. Just would have been nice to get if I had spent during the 3.5. Planning to get Luke and Hiyuki's S3 on her second rerun. Okay. I can't say for the life of me. I usually pull for characters I like and then their best teammates except Zanny. All right, was on a unlucky streak and with a 750-50 loss in a row. Diabolical. Weapon PD banner sitting at 72 to 73 ish, guaranteed next limited character. Okay, so that's going to be a tires artist account review notes. For what I can see, they're pretty much a greedy and stupid player. It seems like because as they say, they can't save pools for the life of them, and they usually just pull characters they like. Which pulling characters you like, that's how you should play the game. But if you're gonna pull for characters you should like, at least you should do it in a non-greedy and stupid way. But let's see what he's been doing up until now. Let's see what this account is hitting on. But before we do that, let's have a word for today's sponsor. Are you looking to get Lynae for cheaper? With Enjoy GM, it's a safe way that lets you get in-game top-ups at a discount up to 21% off compared to the official price. The $100 pack only costs $80 here, which is an insane discount. Confused on how to top up? All you need is your UID, server region, no giving your password away. And after you do that, you're gonna look over in the game, and then you should get it here in a second. And boom, there you go. The Lynae subscription has hit my account. And I'm going to show you guys this is my account right here. As you see, my name, my YouTube. Better yet, by clicking my link in the description and being a new user to Enjoy GM, you get an extra 8% coupon on your first top bonus on any game you desire. Not only that, Enjoy GM is trusted by the PCI DSS with a 4.6 review, so you can shop safely with no problem. What are you waiting for? Use my link to hurry up and get those discounts and sweet old good pool with Enjoy GM. Okay, so here we are on a tire artist. It says, I love building pity. That is just not good. June 8th. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's look at their friends list. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Well, actually, they have 4 friends, and about half of their friends actually still play the game, and one of them have an S6 for Lova. That's a really, really strong S6. And it says must have more Havocs. Okay, so they a very, very much a lover of the Havoc characters. But yes, that's gonna be their friends list. Now let's look at their pools here. You actually have pools for your name. I'm surprised you actually have pools for your name. I guess it's because you actually thinking of pulling the Dinya, so you're gonna actually just wait a little bit and then you're gonna start pulling again. So currently, right now, I have no monthly. And then we have bought the $100 thing and the $30 thing, but besides that, have not spent on any of those. Okay, so spending wise, we have no clue how much, but we'll see when we look at the characters. Characters, okay. The Camellia build looks could be better. I think her crit rate's a tad bit too low. But okay, you're missing 1 crit damage roll. That kind of is what it is. Yeah, yeah, you just rolled very low crit rate rolls. Like legit, all of them are literally like 6 point something. So that's just very unfortunate. But yeah, you definitely want to get bare minimum like at least 70-ish crit rate on the Camellia if possible, because when she misses crits, it really hurts her soul and it hurts mine too. But at least ER wise, you actually have about 126 ER, which is very, very nice. You have no deuce on her though, but you have her central weapon. So the build itself, it could be a bit higher crit rate, but besides that, it looks pretty good. The Sanhua, this is like it's just a regular like Sanhua bot build. Okay, yeah, and then Verena, yeah. Okay, why is Verena on this weapon? Okay, So, okay, you have an extra one here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna just help you here. I'm just gonna put this on her because even this at level 1 is still better. Yeah, you legit don't even need to level this up. You can keep this at level 1. You have way more enough ER, so this is perfectly fine. Yep, this works. This works, and you have her S2. Very, very nice. Okay, Lucilla. Uh, honestly, this is kind of fine. This is kind of fine. Yeah, this honestly works. This honestly works. Yeah. I can't even be mad at this. I mean, if you want to, you could give her a little bit higher crit rate so her damage is a little bit slightly more consistent. Like instead of a crit damage 4, give her a crit rate 4 and then just try to roll high crit damage rolls. I mean, you have double crit on like everything. You have that is a 10.5 crit rate on your Lucilla. I hope your Hiyuki has a 100% crit rate, by the way. I'm about to click on Hiyuki. Okay, she has a 100% crit rate. Okay, if she didn't have a 100% crit rate and your Lucilla had that piece, I would have been very disappointed in you. But yeah, you can kind of chill with this. I mean, this she doesn't really do that much damage, so I guess her build doesn't really matter that much. So like this is honestly just fine. Yeah, the Dinya build, for not having a weapon that gives you crit stats, honestly, this is good enough. This is good enough, honestly. This is probably like the best you can probably do without a weapon that doesn't give you any crit stats. But I mean, you said you buy battle pass. I mean, I guess you haven't bought any more. Actually, I'm just gonna go check right now. Okay, I checked and they don't have any of like the battle pass boxes with the weapons. So they already used the battle pass weapons on God knows what, but it definitely should have been on Rectifier because Rectifier is the most greediest one when it comes to the weapons because they have like no crit stat weapons. So yes, and then yeah, the Hiyuki build, the Hiyuki build is good. Yeah, this Hiyuki build is good. It definitely could use more crit damage. I definitely feel like you're missing a crit damage roll, or you just rolled like very low. Holy 5 out of 5. Unfortunately, like these two rolled extremely low, but a 5 out of 5 is 5 out of 5. And yeah, so you did roll double crit on everything. It's just that you rolled like low crit damage. So like it kind of is what it is. It kind of is what it is. I mean, she gives herself crit damage, so like it's okay. But yeah, your crit damage should definitely be a tad bit higher. And then we had the Luke. Yep, this is a good Luke build. I like this Luke build. Yep, this Luke build is good enough. Yep, this is a good enough Luke build to me. And then he has S1 Luke. Yeah, his S1 doesn't really do anything, although it says that this is a 150% damage increase to this little stuff right here. Is basically about 1 or 2% increase actually to his damage. But his S2 to S3 is all pretty good. It's pretty good. And you said you was planning on get his like S3, so and Hiyuki's S3. So both of their S3s are pretty good. So if you want to do that, keep going with that plan, and you're gonna succeed very much in those. The Mornier looks good. Yep, and you add the S1 exceptional. Easily one of the best dupes in the game. Easily one of the best dupes in the game. I would say though, you definitely should max her ultimate. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but her damage is also not neglectable. You can kind of ignore these right here, but I would definitely get the defense ones because, like I said, her damage is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice add-on. And then we add the Lynae. Yep, yep. This looks good to me. Yep. This looks good to me. Yep. All right, good Lynae. And then we have Chisha. This is a healer set build. Okay, yep. If it's on healer set, this is perfectly fine. This is honestly perfectly fine. If you want to, you could push a little bit further. You can even put her on the Discord if you want to make her rotations even more secure because even though you are on the healer build, your ER is kind of low. So yeah, I would definitely consider if until you get like better ER for your echoes. I mean, the 120 ER might be enough. It might be. It might be. Honestly, it might be enough. And then we add the Choyan. Is this a DPS Choyan? No, it is not. But are you on the? Oh, thank you. I don't know if you did this like by yourself or you seen like me always talk about in the videos. But if you see me always talk about a video, thank you. Thank you for actually listening, and thank God your build looks good. Are you like on the ER3 cost too? Okay, you're not. You're just getting like a bunch of ER. Okay, you have a ER roll on like every echo. You have an ER on 4 out of 5 of your echoes. That's actually kind of top buckle plus the ER from the weapon. So that's honestly really good. Just like the best of the best support build for Choyan you can get. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. What the traces? What was your traces? Yep, this looks good to me. This looks good to me. Galbarina. This is a pretty good Galbarina. This is actually a pretty good Galbarina. Yeah, I like this Galbarina. Yeah. Oh, holy. That's actually insane. All Galbrina mains was for that. 4 out of 5. Another 4 out of 5? Holy, yeah, okay. Alright, so you have a good Galbrina build. I like this Galbrina build. I like this Galbrina build. And then we have Ferlova. Yep, 96 create. Yep, seems about right. Traces maxed out exceptional. This is I'm liking the account so far. I'm liking the account so far. Lupa. Yep, this works. This indeed works. Yep, I like this. Yeah, this is good enough. This is good enough. And then we had the Cardathea. This is also a pretty good Cardathea build for not having Shakona. Genuinely, genuinely, if you was to ask me if you should pull Chacona or not, I would tell you no. Instead, I would legit just pull dupes into Cardathea. Just play her solo, bro. Just play her solo. Or you could just give her a free-to-play team, but just get dupes on her. Getting Cardathea dupes is 10 billion times better than pulling any of her teammates. It's not even close. It's legit not even close. The second you get to her S2 to S3, she can fully functional without her teammates. So it's quite literally just way better. And she's going to be way stronger if you pulled her dupes. The S2 to S3, the same about like pulls you would have spent for her characters or her teammates. It'll be way more damage. Plus, technically, these are cheaper if you can get 1 or 2 of these with the corals. So it's just way better. It's legit just way better. So instead of ever pulling Cardia teammates, legit just pull Cardia dupes. It's quite literally better, and she'll easily be stronger if she had a team, unless you have the dupes plus the team. So then she'll be even stronger. But if it was me personally, I would never pull Cardia dupes. I mean Cardia teammates. I would just pull her dupes and go about my day. And Zandy, this is also a really good Zandy build for you not having VB. Genuinely, to this day, I definitely think Zeddy is still a worthwhile character if you can manage to get both her and Phoebe. But unfortunately, if you can only secure one and you decide to not pull the other one after already having one, I do think it is a little bit stupid till this day. Unless you just don't like Zandy that much, then it kind of just is what it is. Or you don't like Phoebe that much, then it kind of just is what it is. But Zandy and Phoebe has been the most consistent team, one of the most consistent team in this game since they dropped. So I don't know. I definitely think if you have a Zanny, you still have no Phoebe, especially if you have like a Zanny with her weapon or something, or like a Phoebe with her weapon, or just like a Phoebe herself. Pulling a Zanny or something like that is still going to be worthwhile to this day, in my personal opinion, because this team is extremely consistent. And then we have the Kentarella. This is good. I would definitely max out probably just these two. Like you already had the middle one maxed out. I would definitely max out these two. Definitely max out these two. Besides that, yeah, the Kentarilla build looks very, very good. You have the ER, you have the crit ratio, very, very nice. Brant, this Brant looks good to me. This Brant looks good to me. Missing just one crit rate roll, yeah, just one crit rate roll. Honestly, it's fine. You're at the 75 mark, so it's good enough. Honestly, I wouldn't even chase it. The thing about Brent is like as long as you have his weapon like a pretty decent ratio, he's gonna do so much damage that sometimes you don't even realize that he's like not even like in a perfect build. So like he's like more than fine as long as you have his weapon. And then we have Carlotta. This is also a good Carlotta build. Yep, this is a very good Carlotta. And it's S2. Okay, so you're not fully greedy and stupid. You pull dupes sometimes. I see you do pull dupes sometimes. Like you got the S1 Luke, but you should definitely went for his S2. But I guess you probably ran out of pulls or something like that. The Moria S1 is definitely your best decision right here. Definitely, definitely. The S1 is exceptional. The S2 Carlotta, this one is just really good. This one is just really good, especially if you're a Carlotta lover. Her dupes are pretty good. So yeah, S2 Carlotta is very much worth it. If you're a Carlotta lover, and then we had the Shorekeeper. This looks good to me. Yeah, so I think that's like all the characters right there. Honestly, bro doesn't have that many characters. I just want to see like, oh, you have Rebecca. I would definitely build Rebecca, by the way. If your account, unless you just hate Rebecca for some odd reason, I definitely think you should build Rebecca. Rebecca is quite literally just a slightly worse Lynae. That's all she is. She quite literally is just a slightly worse Lynae. Just like how Lynae is a very general character, can work in every single team, Rebecca could do the exact same. She just be a little bit worse. That's quite literally it. So, if anything, if you have a Rebecca and you just like hesitating on building her or not because you think she's not good because you don't have a heavy damage dealer or you don't have the Lucy, you should definitely still build her because, like I said, she quite literally is just a slightly worse Lynae. So, definitely build her, definitely build her. She is very much worth it. Unless you just hurt her, then it's kind of just is what it is. There's nothing she can do about that. But your PvP losses don't seem I mean, Mons is definitely far worse. I mean, I have majority of these characters like almost max dupe. But wait, where's your Genshin? Do you not have Genshin? Oh, you do have Genshin. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think that's probably about it. I don't think I accidentally skipped over any builds. No. My favorite build here probably has to be genuinely probably your Choyan build. This Choyan build is kind of diabolical. If it was a DPS Choyan, this would be even more insane. But it's just like a support Choyan, so like kind of is what it is. But his ratio compared to like all your other characters is very disgusting. Besides him, probably Galbrina. Your Galbrina build is very, very good. I like this Galbrina build a lot. This is a very good Galbrina build. But I think that's going to be it for the characters. So let's go ahead and move on to the in-game section. Okay, for the in-game, we have the TOA, and it is going to be a Luke clear on the left tower here. Very, very nice. Right tower, we're going to have a Carlotta clear. Very, very nice. Slamming that extremely easily. And then we have the middle tower. We have the, what is this, DBS brand. This is a DBS brand team right here. I don't think your brand had any dupes. I don't recall. I'm positive brand didn't have any dupes. Yeah. So this is like a just a full S0 except for the S0. This is S0 R1, S0 R0, and then the S is S1 R0 right there. So the only dupe on there is the Mornier. Very, very nice dupe, by the way. I would highly advise a lot of players to pull Mornings as one. Makes her one of the best supports in the game very easily. Then we had the Galbrina slamming the second floor here. Lova clearing the third floor very easily. And then Hiyuki absolutely slamming that last floor. So that's going to be it for the TO. Let's go look at Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves, we have a 5.2K with the Lova and Galbrina teams. Yeah, that's going to be very, very exceptional there. And then we have a 4.7 with the Hiyuki and Lova slamming there very, very easily. Now we have DPM. We have a 5.3 for the Ferlova here, 5.5 for the main DPS brand, and then we have the Carlotta with the Tao Chi buffing her. I don't know where you use Sanhua with Camellia. I forgot you do have the Camellia. Easily getting you a 6.6K right there, and then we had the Carthea with Lynae. I mean, it's kind of just like the best you could honestly do for your Carthea since you don't really have a actual team you could run her in. So this is kind of is the same thing with your Zenny here. Like if you had a Phoebe here, like this is easily like a you'd like double your score. Basically the same thing here with the Carthea, but I would say it's way better. Like I said, if you pull dupes on her instead, like legit just pull her dupes. If you wanna keep playing Carthea and you want her last, legit just pull the dupes on her. Zanny, just get Phoebe. You don't need to get Phoebe's weapon. Just get Phoebe. But yeah, besides that, we have the Camellia getting the 6.8K here. That's very, very exceptional. Galbrina getting the 8.4K here. Very, very exceptional. And then we had the Hiyuki getting the 6K here, and the Luke getting the 7K. So very, very exceptional clears. Definitely could be better. Definitely could be better, but hey, you got the rewards all on your own without anybody's help. So that's going to be way more than enough already. And then we have open world exploration. Here we have the 1.x area here fully 100%. The new area is getting done. And then we have the 3.x area is also fully 100%. And then we have Renacita also fully 100%. And then we have Black Shores fully 100%. Very, very exceptional. Okay, so for my final thoughts on this account is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be because, like you said, you're like a player that just like pulls. You just straight up just pull, especially if you use a character you already like. So you just straight up pull and you just kind of pull in like a very greedy and stupid way. But at the bare minimum, while pulling for your greedy and stupidness that you was doing, I don't know if you spent coils for these or you just straight up pulled them, but you made good decisions for like some of your characters. So for Carlotta example, I guess you wanted to keep playing Carlotta, so you pull Carlotta to S2. Very exceptional decision there because now your Carlotta is going to last for a very long time because her S2 is pretty freaking good. Okay. And then when it comes to your other characters like your Mornge, this one you just made a very exceptional dupe choice right here. This dupe is very, very good. Very good to hear. And then you said you're planning to get the Luke S3, and you also plan to get the Hiyuki S3, which both of these S3s are very, very exceptional, making them both worthwhile characters that will not lasting for a very long time. For your other stuff like this, like Carthea and Zenny, like I said, if you want to keep playing Carthea, you already have her and her weapon. You have a very good build. If you want to keep playing her, don't pull that Conchona. Legit, unless you just love Conchona and then you want to play her with Carthea, I mean, I'll by all means do that. But me personally, if I wanted to keep playing Carthea in the near future with her without feeling like she got power crept or anything, I would simply just pull her S2 to S3, preferably the S3 because it's way, it's extremely good. And just she could just solo everything by herself. So at that point, you wouldn't need none of her teammates. She's doing what her teammates would have done for her already by herself. For the Zenny situation, I'm guessing you don't really like Phoebe that much, or maybe you hate the way Zandy plays. I'm not too sure. You didn't really say in the thing. But yeah, if you think you want to keep playing Zanny, it's definitely not the same case for Cardia. Zanny dupes are really not that good. They're like okay-ish at the bare minimum. So yeah, they're like 1.x level almost. Honestly, some 1.x characters might have a little bit better dupes than her, except for like to the S6. But whenever it comes to her actual like teams and stuff like that, definitely just literally secure Phoebe, and then like Zandy's gonna slam because Zandy plus Phoebe plus Spectral Rover is still a very consistent team to this day, like I said earlier. So for Zandy, that's what I would do personally. I would just pull the Phoebe, and then she's basically done there. For everybody else, Galbrina them. Honestly, if you wanted to, Galbrina's S1 is very, very worthwhile, honestly. Her S2 is also very, very good, but her S1 is also a pretty good stopping point if you just want to make her last a little bit longer too. That's a very exceptional choice. Um, Camellia might start getting reruns now that she's not on the beginning banner. So if you like Camellia too, her S2 to S3 is also very, very good. I would personally stop at S2 for her personally. Besides that, there's not really too much. Yeah, I mean for like for Lova, S2, very, very, very strong. That's really about it. I mean, I see you like to play main DPS brand if you want to. His S2 is very, very strong. Probably one of the best in the game, honestly. And he's a sustain. I was about to say a support. No, he's just a sustain. Which is kind of diabolical. So yeah, his S2 is also very, very strong too. Besides that, I think that's gonna be really about it. So yeah, let's give your account a grade. Okay, so for the grade I'm going to give you here is very, very simple. You have a pretty straightforward account. I'm going to give you a simple A plus. This is a pretty good account. I definitely think you could have it at probably an S minus, even possibly whenever you get there. No, honestly, not even possibly. It's definitely going to be like an S minus account, or probably even just like an S account. Once you get your S3 Hiyuki and your S3 Luke, you'll be able to get like a cool like S plus account, or depending on what investments you grab by then you'll probably go even to an S plus account. You have a pretty good account for even for a player pool in a very greedy and stupid way. Will just love building pity, like you said. Honestly, it's not that bad of an account. It is actually a pretty good account because even while building pity and stuff like that and just pulling for random characters, there's only like 2 characters on your account that's pretty much useless. But at least one of them, like Carthea, you can easily make an adjustment by literally just pulling her deuce. Same thing with Zenny too. You could literally just pull Phoebe, which is just one cost of simple 80 pulls or even 160 pulls, depending on your luck. Very, very easy cost investment for Zanny, and it's a very consistent team. With Carthea, easily could spend some corals on her and then pull them for one of her dupes, and then you're pretty much done there. So I think you did pretty well when pulling for your investment stuff like that on your account. Honestly, it's not that bad of an account in my personal opinion. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe. You should definitely join my Discord if you guys want your own account review, or you just want to chill, hang out with me or other gacha players or other stuff like that, or just want to help gacha players, stuff like that, because we do have a helper role now. So if you want to come and join my service just to help other people get better at the game, or just help them with information and all types of stuff, you can join my Discord and easily request for the helper role very simply. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I really have a wonderful night, wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, wherever you are. But anyways, peace out.